So hi. I've actually I've been making a couple of videos about my work, but I figured I should come on here and introduce myself to you all. I'm eating lunch, peanut butter and apple butter sandwich, homemade apple butter and dried cranberries. So yeah, first off, this whole internet stuff is fake. I just had that epiphany this morning. It's all fake. It's vain. It feeds into your ego. It's time consuming. It's depressing. So that's how I feel about the internet right now. But regardless of the fact how I feel, people have questions. People want to grow their own plants. Maybe someone is not. Greenhouses are a lot of money. Like kids for a greenhouse will run you about $50,000, $40,000. Maybe somebody is gonna build a hoop house, which is like there's the iPhone and then there's like a flip phone. The hoop house is a flip phone, but it'll still get the job done. That was about maybe $10,000, $8,000. The point is, somebody wants to grow their own plants. Somebody wants to learn about plant care. Somebody wants to, be more sustainable and grow their own food. And that's what I do. And I've gotten comments on that. And who am I to just say no and not share information? Like, who am I to say that? Like, what kind of person am I? What kind of person am I if I do something like that? So, not gonna do that. I'm going to make videos catering to greenhouse management, plant care, maybe some life updates, because that would affect you guys. Like, if I just decide to up and become a mathematician, what they got to do with plants? Anyways, my name is Duressa. I'm an AmeriCorps member, so I'm in a year-long program right now, and I work in a greenhouse. And in the greenhouse, what we do is we grow out fruits and vegetables for food banks in the city that we're in. I'm not gonna disclose the city. Just know I live in a high desert environment. So you could Google high desert environments, and then you'll know the region I'm in. Well, the region I'm in is like East America. No, not East, West America. Not Midwest, West America. Anyways, so yeah, we're living in a high desert. There's a lot of poverty. I didn't realize that about this city. And so the food banks need a lot of food, so we grow out food banks. We grow out food for food banks. Also, we're connected to a high school, so high schoolers come in and learn about plant science, greenhouse management, floral arrangement, agriculture. There is even a culinary class, and we donate to the culinary class too. So it's pretty good setup we've got going here. A great program to be a part of. And I mentioned in a video before how this is month 3, January. So it's the beginning of month 4 of the year-long program. So I got a lot of time to give you guys when it comes to plant science and plant work and growing out stuff. And so that's going to be my goal for my channel. Please ask questions, but let's stay on topic here. I don't want to disclose anything else. Well, obviously I'm not going to tell you anything I don't want you to know, but let's just stick to the topic of plants, green life, greenhouse, fun house, things of that nature. I used to do a lot of videos on locks. Not really into that anymore. Not necessarily I'm not into it. It's just Hair is hair. Just let it do what it do. And put some castor oil on it. Okay, anyways, a little bit of background about myself. I have a bachelor's degree, and I got that I got it in biology with an environmental emphasis. So my undergrad work or studies were about the ecosystem, about the environment, about soil, about air, about water, about chemistry, organic chemistry. And towards sophomore year, I started catering my degree towards plant science. So I've taken a botany course, I've taken a plant systematics course, I've ecology course, I've taken a lot of plant courses. Not really a lot. A good amount of plant courses. So I already had proper education on that. And then I graduated college. A week later, I moved to Utah and I became a botany intern tech working for the Forest Service. And there, all we did was ID plants. So I'm really, really good at IDing plants with a good guide, with a key. I can't just look at grass and tell you exactly what grass it is. But if you give me a good grass key, which I should really invest in, like, keys. Anyways, I'm really good at getting to that plant. Or getting to the identity of that plant. Then, because that's all we had to do. Like, literally, we were, like, in the national forest IDing plants. It was a really good gig, by the way. Really nice. Sometimes we camped out because it was just too far. Like, it'd be pointless to drive from the office all the way out and then drive back, you know? So we camped out for weekends and stuff like that. Anyways, from there, I moved to Colorado. I worked at Rocky Mountain National Park. I was a greenhouse intern assistant. So that was my first greenhouse gig, which I really, really liked. I really, really liked. Like, plants are so diverse. And so, anyways, the goal there was to grow out plants for ecological restoration. So I was a part of the Park Service. Like, I was a Park Service personnel in a way, not really, because they didn't really pay me, but I was working with everybody who loved. Anyways, but yeah. So I was working with the Park Service. And the point of the Park Service is to preserve lands for our viewing. So, like, you go to a national park to enjoy the park. Does that make sense? If you go and having a picnic and you go and camp, then you, like, see how beautiful America and Earth is, right? But it's a lot of people in America, and we go in these parks and we trample everything and we kill the grass, we kill the forbs. Even though the whole place is designed to preserve it, it's still too many people, and people disobey the rules and decide to go off trail. Anyway, so our point is not saying, yeah, people are so annoying. Anyways, it was my job to grow out native plants that helped restore those areas, which was nice. So yeah, and so now I'm also in another greenhouse where the goal is different. We're not restoring the ecosystem, we're just growing out food for people, but still in a sustainable, environmental friendly way. Organic, by the way. We don't use herbicides, we don't use pesticides. And if we do, it's an organic, quote unquote, pesticide. Like, it's an organic. Organic is so weird. Like, that word, that term is so weird, and I wish there was, like, a better way to describe. If it's pesticide, it's not going to harm the environment. If that makes, like, soapy water is a pesticide, but it's organic. Does that make sense? Like, anyways, so yeah, that's what I do. And so I've been working in a greenhouse for 9 months now, if you count the time before and the time now. And then in a while, it'll be about 1.5 years. Don't know what I'm gonna do next. Probably go back to school. It'll definitely be going back to school. It'll definitely be moving back to the South. Because personally, I just do not like the snow. It's pretty and I have grown to appreciate it, but if I were to live and settle down, it would not be in anywhere in America that's not the South. Anyway, it's just a longer growing season. Like, oh my gosh. Like, anyways, that's what I do. So now, moving forward, you'll see videos catering and informing you guys on that and like trying to help. I'll also try and sprinkle in like my own plants that I try to grow. I try to grow at home, stuff like that. Please comment down below if you're excited. Please show some excitement, because the only reason I'm doing this is because people ask. And it is my passion. I do love plants. It's like, oh my gosh, they're just so diverse. They're using us. They're using us, okay? And I think that's genius. They feed me, they clothe me, they give me oxygen. They're literally like the bloodline of like Earth. Well, if you think about it, it's really the soil. Soil is really the foundation, but you know, soil doesn't give you oxygen. The plants do. Anyways, I fell in love with plants. It's kind of rough in college because like every other black person that was a biology major wanted to be a doctor. So I didn't really have that many friends that were black that cared about plants. And then even then, the environmental emphasis people were like, it was like maybe 10 of us. And they all wanted to be like Forest Service, like rangers and stuff like that, which is cool, you know. I enjoy the national forests. But anyways, I'm rambling. Show some love. Always ask a question. I'll try to answer those questions. And tune in to the next video, you know. And it doesn't even have to be like plant questions dealing about plants. Like, what do you do if this certain bug is eating this? You know, it doesn't even have to be that. It could be like career questions. Although I've really been a seasonal gal for the past 2 years after graduating college, but I can still help you with career questions because I have a lot of people who are friends who are in grad school who can still help. Anyways, you guys have a good day. I'm going to continue my lunch and enjoy the day at the park, city park. And I'll catch you in the next video.